Hey guys, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. I figured today, since it is the holiday season, everyone's buying gifts and getting ready to celebrate all the holiday festivities and little parties and gift exchanges and all of that. I have gifts in here that can appeal to lots of different people, the man in your life, the woman in your life, a kid in your life, a pet in your life. I have a little bit of everything, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you do, and if you're new, I would love to have you subscribe. All right, let's go ahead and jump into my top 10 gifts under $50 that I think anyone would love and appreciate. Okay, my first gift recommendation is something that has literally changed my husband and my life and my daughters. We use it every single day. What I'm talking about are Alexas. I mean, you can also use the Google Duo or whatever, anything like this that you can have multiple ones, but we use the Alexas in our house. We just have the regular Echo Dots. There is now a newer version of this. I don't care about the newer version. I think that they work the same. I have not had any issues with this version, and right now on Amazon they are only $20, which is a great deal, and the newer version I think is $40. What I would say to pair with this Alexa, which really made us start using it, because I couldn't stand the cord. Like, we used to have the Alexa just sitting out on the counter, and then you have this long cord and it's just laying there, and it drove me crazy. I knew there had to be a solution to make the Alexa a little bit more appealing and not have to deal with the cord, and I found one, of course, on Amazon, and it is an Alexa wall plug holder. This is what the box, they have a bunch of different kinds of these, and we have one for every single one of our Alexas. At this point we have 7 Alexas in our house now. We have one basically in every single room, and we link them all together in a group so that we can play music at all times throughout our house. Right now it's pretty much Christmas instrumentals is my jam. I love having that just softly playing throughout my house. But when it's not Christmas time, we have different types of music playing. When Lennon's doing her homework, she likes classical music playing. So it's just an amazing thing that has really changed our life. If you love having music, this is a great way to be able to achieve that, feel of having not surround sound, but speakers throughout your whole house. It's not exactly the same, obviously, but it does a really good job, and there's so many different things that you can also do with Alexas. I'm sure a lot of you know about Alexas by now. We have it set where it gives us our daily motivation. Obviously, it tells us the weather and lets us know whenever we have a package that has arrived at the door. But the game changer for me with the Alexas was this holder. This holder makes everything look so much better and cleaner, and makes it much more appealing looking in the room, and you hardly even notice it, and it kind of just looks cool like that. I think that these are a great gift to give. I turned my mom and my dad onto Alexas, so I think this can make a really great gift, and it's under $50 even with the holder, unless you get the new one, which would be $40 and the holder's about $10. So you're cutting it right on the $50 mark, but you can definitely make it under $50 if you go with this version. This next gift is definitely more geared towards a man. My husband swears by this, and it is called the Man Groomer. And it opens up, oh God, I don't even use it, so I don't even know. Okay, yeah. Oh, it just opens up like that. I didn't want to, he would kill me if I broke this. So it opens up like this, and it's got a little razor on here. I'm gonna turn it, it has a little power button here, and you turn it on. It's like that. My husband knows that I am not down for shaving his back. He doesn't have a ton of back hair, but he has little patches. I'm not the biggest fan of seeing him, yet I do not want to shave his back. I don't need him to shave me. I don't want to shave him. So this Man Groomer is everything, because I don't have to worry about him ever saying, hey, can you get this spot on my back? No, this thing does it for you. It reaches all the way back there. He's never had an issue with it. It's never cut him. He is obsessed with it, and therefore I'm obsessed with it, because I don't have to do the stuff that I don't want to do, yet I don't have to look at the stuff that I don't want to necessarily see. You know what I mean? It's under $50. It is on Amazon Prime. The next gift that I wanted to talk about is a pair of wireless headphones. I have these on right now, and these are not under $50, but you can get pairs that are under $50 that have this neck thing where you just pull the earbud out and then you stick this in your ear. This has been such a game changer, and I will tell you, my husband is the one that turned me on to wireless earbuds. I actually have one little wireless earbud that I was using just when I go to the nail salon. I was plugging it in my ear, just in the one ear, so I could be listening to something while I was getting my nails done. But now that I have this, I really don't gravitate much towards the little one. My husband is obsessed with his wireless earbuds, earphones, whatever you want to call them. He has Beats, but he also had a pair off of Amazon that he liked as well. He just decided that he used them so much he wanted to upgrade to some Beats, but you can get a good pair. Like, his worked just fine. He said it just wasn't quite as loud as Beats, but his from Amazon, I think they were under $30, worked just fine. He used them for like 6 to 8 months, and then he upgraded himself to a pair of Beats, but they looked just like this. I will have all of this linked though in the description box below of everything on Amazon and the ones that he specifically used before he got the Beats and everything else that I talk about, and you can just click on that if you're interested in checking out the item over on Amazon. I just think wireless headphones in general are a great gift to give someone, because so many of us listen to music on the go, listen to podcasts, listen to motivation videos, listen to all sorts of different things. Obviously, you can do a phone call with while you have the the earbuds in your ear as well. I think if you gifted some wireless headphones to anyone in your life, they would definitely appreciate it and use them a lot. At least we use them a ton. I forget that I have these on all the time because I just I go throughout my day now and I have these on, so and use them all the time, but then when I take an earbud out, I kind of forget that I have them on. So that's the only thing with the neck thing. My daughter thinks my neck one is way cooler than my husband's one that goes around the ear, but it is just a preference thing. Okay, this next gift is for anyone that loves to cook. I love this thing. It's called the Misto. They have a few different versions of this. They actually have a really pretty frosted glass one that I will link down below as well. But I think this one, I wrote it down, I think it's only $8.99, and then the frosted glass one is $12.74. But what you do is you put your favorite olive oil or whatever oil that you want to use, and it has a little thing right here that you just spray. Instead of using like Pam or whatever those other ones are called, you can use your favorite kind of oil in here for cooking, and you just put this top on, and this is the thing that my husband laughs about. It looks a little weird, but you have to like pump it like this a few times to build up that pressure or whatever for it to be able to mist. So you just do this a few times, and obviously I'm not going to spray it and have like olive oil go all over, but then you just spray it, and that way you can use your favorite olive oil when you are cooking. So I think this is great for anyone that loves to cook. You can pair this with any kind of little baking accessories that you wanted to, or a cookbook that you can find. They have really good cookbooks at Dollar Tree, to be honest. Like, if you go to Dollar Tree's book section, you will find tons of different cookbooks, at least at mine. But you can get some on Amazon as well, or you can just put it with some pretty oven mitts, maybe some dish towels, anything like that. I think that this is a really great gift. It's unique, and I don't think a lot of people really know about this, and I just love it so much. This is the only thing I use when I'm using oil that I need to spray onto something. This is my jam. I love this. And again, I think it's a great gift, and I think a lot of people would love to have this. And it's super affordable, which you gotta love that. Okay, this next gift, I actually bought one for myself. This is new to me. However, the concept isn't new to me. This is called the Glamour, which I think is a really cute name. And again, this is on Amazon. It is a Prime thing. I got mine in the rose gold color, which I thought was so pretty. This is something that you want to never have to use, but it's an amazing thing to have in your car in case you do ever have to use it. And what this is a seatbelt cutter, and it can break your window. So God forbid you get in an accident where you've got to get out of that car, you've got to break a window, you've got to cut your seatbelt. This is what you need. And it just attaches to the visor of your car, and it looks pretty. So it's not like it's something ugly that's sitting there, and you have it there in case of an emergency. I think a lot of people would appreciate this gift. I got one to give to one of my friends when I mentioned this. I don't know why we were talking about it, but I mentioned this product, and she was like, oh, I never thought about having something like that. I'm like, yes, girl. I bought my husband last year a knife. He likes to carry a knife with him, and his also has a seatbelt cutter and window breaker attached to the knife. So when I found this, that is like a girl version, I was like, yes, please, I need this. So it's gonna make me feel better having it in my car. I know my friend is gonna love it. And this is well under $50. It's only $19 on Amazon. Like I said, it is Prime. So if you're looking for one of those unique gifts or something, maybe it's a new parent, a new mom that is just being extra cautious and that wants that extra peace of mind when she's driving around with her baby, I think so many people would appreciate this gift. And the fact they make it in rose gold. I mean, how can you not love that? But I also got a white version that's really pretty as well. My next gift is geared towards any kid in your life, and that is a little smartwatch for a kid. And this is my daughter's old one. She wants for Christmas a new one that is like the updated version, but this is by VTech and it's called the Kitty Zoom. And this she got last year at Christmas, and it's really cool because obviously it tells the time on it, but it also tracks your steps so it can get kids in the habit of like being aware of, you know, their exercise. There's also games on there. There's a camera. There's a camera on this older version, but the newer version you can take a selfie with. I'm like, oh my gosh. So my daughter wanted the camera where she could take her own selfie. So that was on her Christmas wish list. But I think this is a really great gift if you're looking for a cool gift to give a kid. I know that for a fact this is a cool gift because all of the kids in her class either have one, want the new version. All the kids, well, she's in second grade, so they have other versions that are like this for older kids as well. So if you're not wanting, and they actually have versions that are for a little bit younger kids. I just think it's a really cool little thing to give a kid. They love technology, and again, it keeps you aware of your steps. It helps them, you know, pay attention to the time, learn how to tell time. They have a digital version, but then they also have a version that it's what like looks like an actual clock. On Amazon, this watch is $44.99, so right under the $50 mark, and I think it's well worth it. She's been wearing this all the time for the past year, and it's held up just fine. So great gift for the kid in your life. The next gift I wanted to mention was fragrance oils and possibly a diffuser if you wanted to add that in, if you know that this person doesn't already have a diffuser. A lot of us have diffusers. I have multiple ones throughout my house that I used to only use essential oils in, which are great. I love using essential oils. But then I came across these things called fragrance oils that are, you know, they're not essential oils, but it's still an oil that you can use in your diffuser and give you that smell that you want going throughout your house, that maybe you don't want a candle burning, or you're leaving your house and you want to come home to a freshly, you know, good smelling house. I love fragrance oils, and they have a holiday collection that I will have linked down below, and I am obsessed with the majority of the smells. I wouldn't say every single one of them are like winners for me, but the majority of them I love mixing the cranberry and the one that smells like a Christmas tree. I think it's mistletoe. Mixing those two together, it's such a beautiful smell to me. It smells like, I don't know, it's like a department store, like a fancy department store at Christmas. That's what it smells like to me. And I like that smell. If you know someone that loves to have their home smell really fresh and beautiful, try some of these fragrance oils, or you could obviously get essential oils. I've gotten diffusers off of Amazon that have worked really great. I've got them at Bed Bath & Beyond. I've got them at TJ Maxx. You really can't go wrong. I think the majority of diffusers work. Definitely a great gift idea for anyone that loves their home or area, office, anything like that to smell really fresh and good. My next gift idea, you wouldn't necessarily buy the first part on Amazon, but you might want to buy the second part on Amazon, and that is just getting a nice bottle of champagne for someone. I am a champagne lover. I could drink champagne every day if it was okay for me to. I just love champagne so much, and so do some of my friends. I decided this year to gift some of my friends a bottle of champagne, pair it with a really pretty champagne or wine bottle bag. This is from Dollar Tree. You would never know because it's gorgeous. I mean, listen, if you watch my channel, you know, like, I love Dollar Tree. I will never be the one that hates on Dollar Tree, but some people do. Some people do. But this, you would never know, came from Dollar Tree. And to pair it and make that present go even further, I picked up for myself and for my friends some of these stemless champagne glasses. I originally found these because we go to this movie theater that's like a bougie movie theater, but it's like awesome. It's the best movie theater. And they serve a full menu, full like appetizers, meals, all the shebang. And they have champagne there, so of course I get a glass of champagne when I'm watching a movie. And they brought me my champagne out in a stemless champagne glass, and I was like, that is so cool. I had really never seen a champagne glass that didn't have a stem on it. And I thought it was genius because I love stemless glasses. So I found these on Amazon. It was a 24 pack for, did I write it down? I think it was like $23 or something like that. I decided I would keep some for myself and then take some of them and gift them in twos to some of my friends. So that's what you could do. I'm sure you could find glasses like this somewhere else around your town if you don't feel like getting them on Amazon, but I think getting them on Amazon was so easy. They just arrived in my house. I was like, perfect. So I think this is a great little gift to give with a bottle of champagne. Who wouldn't love that, especially if you're a champagne drinker? You could obviously also do a bottle of wine and a pair of stemless wine glasses if you wanted to, but this was just the idea. I just love these stemless champagne glasses, and champagne's my thing. So, you know, moving on. The next gift I wanted to mention is something that is not a new idea at all, but is always a gift that people love. I mean, I know that I always love this gift, and that is just giving someone a beautiful candle. It doesn't have to be a super expensive candle. TJ Maxx and Home Goods always have like great candles. Bath and Body Works always has great sales on candles. You can get candles on Amazon as well, and I think that is just such a beautiful, easy gift to give someone. I always use a candle, and I think to spruce the candle idea up a little bit, but without having to spend anything more than $1 extra, go to your Dollar Tree and get yourself one of these candle snuffers. I mean, you could obviously get like a more expensive candle snuffer, but they have them at Dollar Tree. I shared this in my Dollar Tree haul that I did a little bit while ago, and I thought it was so cool. They had it in black, they had it in gold, and they had it in like a coppery rose gold, and I just think it's such a cute thing to add in with the candle that you give someone. It's a little candle snuffer, and someone said in the comments that this is great because I was like, you really don't need a candle snuffer because you can just blow it out, but this makes it feel more fancy. And someone left a comment and said, but these are actually great if you're using a candle that's not in a jar, and I was like, oh yeah. I mean, I really hardly ever use candles that aren't in a jar, but it makes sense if you're using a tapered candle or anything like that. And again, I just think it's a really cute gift to give someone with a candle. It's unique, and you can get it at Dollar Tree, or you can spend a little bit more money, but hey, if they have it at Dollar Tree, I am all about that life. My next gift is for a dog in your life that has a lot of energy. If you've met my dog, Alan Bear, you know he has a ton of energy. He is almost 1. He'll be 1 in January, and he's a Labradoodle. And we've never had a dog that has so much energy that needs to be released all the time, and walks and playing fetch and tug of war and all that just isn't quite enough for him. He wants something even more, and I found this thing. My husband first discovered that he would like something like this when he was playing with, our dog was playing with, not my husband, was playing with a big stick out in our yard that had like some moss attached to it. My husband picked it up, and my dog started like chasing this moss. You know how cats, you have like the little pole with a little thing at the end? I don't know, we're allergic to cats, so we don't have any cats, but I've seen people play with cats and have this, and the cat little chases it and stuff. Well, they have a dog version. I would show you Alan Bear's version, but he ate it. I have ordered a new one. It just hasn't come in the mail yet. I will have the one that we ordered linked down below. I would just say, do not leave your dog alone with it, or they're gonna tear it to shreds and ruin it. But if you're just using it for playtime and you're in control of it, it is like what you do with a cat, but the dog freaking goes crazy. He exerts so much energy. He loves it. It's only like $12.99, such a good price, and it comes with an extra attachment to put at the end, like the little fuzzy thing that he's like chasing. It comes with 2 of those, which I think is great. It held up well until we were just lazy one day and didn't put it away and left it on the ground outside, and then he just ended up going to town on it. But other than that, we had no issues with it. It didn't break when we were playing with it or anything like that. So if you have someone in your life that has a dog that you think would enjoy that, I highly recommend this little dog teaser stick toy. Okay, I'm throwing one more thing in there because I recently just got this and I'm kind of obsessed with it, and it is a handheld steamer. I took the little, there's a little compartment right here that you put the water in, but this thing is so freaking great. This could go for maybe a mom, a mother-in-law, someone that you know lives by themselves and they work professionally. This would also be great for anyone that travels a lot, especially like business trips and stuff. A lot of times your clothes get wrinkled in, you know, your suitcase when you're traveling. You can just whip one of these things out, steam it in your hotel room, and bing bang boom. I think this is such a great gift. I think this was like $25 or $29. They have them in various price ranges, but they all are relatively inexpensive. I haven't had any issues. This one has really great reviews. So I highly recommend a steamer in your life, or giving a steamer to someone in your life that could benefit from one of these. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe got some ideas or inspiration of a gift that you are needing to find or give to someone in your life. Let me know in the comments below if you have something that you found on Amazon Prime that you think is such a great gift to give to anyone in your life. I would love to know. I'm always exploring Amazon. I'm just like, I have a new package that arrives pretty much every day, especially this time of year. It makes me so excited. So I would love to know if you guys have any gift ideas or recommendations in the comments below. That's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.